What is up, guys? It's your boy Tiz here from the Partners, 1/3 of the Partners. I'm here to do another Tiz Takes blog. We got Volume 7 URL coming up, Volume 7. It's looking like a pretty big card here. So I'm going to be giving you my predictions and my takes on those battles. And I'm also going to touch on battle rappers and their music. Me and a couple of guys were having a back and forth debate on battle rap music. And I have some interesting takes on battle rap music, and feel free to join me in the comments below. Join me in the chat when this premieres, and give your takes if you disagree. I'm always open to some good, knowledgeable, educated debates, not the hater back and forth stupid stuff, but actual conversation and disagreements with facts and some type of logic applied to it. So, without further ado, y'all know I ain't gonna try to waste no time here. Let's get right into URL Volume 7 predictions. First of all, I think this is going to be a majorly surprising card for a couple of reasons. If you look at some of the battles, they don't necessarily seem like they will be good style clashes. However, I actually feel that the range in different types of battles you have on this card should make for where no matter what your specific preference is, you should have somebody on this card that's going to speak specifically to what you like and what appeals to you. So I think URL did a really good job of kind of mixing and matching styles here. So to start off the card, we got Twerk, New Jersey Twerk versus Jay the Nightwing. This is actually a battle that I've been waiting for since a couple years ago. When I first found out about Jay the Nightwing, I think that their aggression and their high level of intellect is going to make for a really wordplay heavy battle, but also a battle where you can actually feel the battle and the fight in both of them. They both have histories of not necessarily completing battles, although as of late, Jaden Nightwing has been pretty clean in his performances. Overall, he hasn't been choking, which used to be a huge stigma on him. So hopefully he continues that streak of being consistent. And New Jersey Twerk is coming off a long layoff due to some personal things. So I'm hoping that as he comes back into the culture that he has been really perfecting his craft and really having time to rehearse and go over his bars, because when he's 100% clean through all 3 rounds, Twerk is very hard to beat. He has one of the better pins in the game. He has a lot of believability. He has the aggression factor. He has the presence. And just his stature alone can sometimes just make everything he's saying to his opponent just feel overpowering, i.e., the JC battle when he was literally towering over him. And it makes the bars hit just that much harder. So I really do have this probably being one of the battles of the night if they both come with their best performance and their best A game, and they both come with 3 complete rehearsed rounds. That being said, I actually, in reality, have Jaden Nightwing winning this battle 2-1. I feel like Twerk is coming back to battle rap after a long time, but the stuff that has been going on in his life, from car accidents to all of that stuff takes a toll on you mentally. And I know, being a person who's been in a near-death car accident and several others after that, I know what that does to your psyche and how it's not something that you just get over, especially on the level of accident that he had, where in the type of injuries that he sustained. So I have a feeling that he's going to be amazing in his comeback, but I got a feeling he's going to drop 1 round just off of not being completely there and able to really lock in as much as he probably wants to. So I'm going to say Jaden Nightwing 2-1 in a very close edge. It's really going to be, I'm hoping that it's just the fans win on this one, though. I'm really hoping that they just make it so that the entire battle is debatable and they both go crazy. Next battle on the card is B Dot and Suge. I have no idea, other than maybe the gang angle or something, why this battle is even why we're even getting this battle. I'll be completely honest with you. Suge has been highly inconsistent for a while now. He struggles through his rounds. I don't know of necessarily a battle where he completed the entire battle without any quick jerseys or, oh shit, man, one of those where he's just walking around trying to figure out that next bar. Like, I can't remember one. And that's me personally. If somebody got some, of course, you know what I mean? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments what that is. But Suge has been highly inconsistent. Outside of one stumble, B Dot is probably one of the most consistent battlers we have in the game. He takes his preparation very seriously. And I see B Dot being able to really capitalize off of both just his higher level bars and the fact that he has a, you know what I'm saying, the same type of game history as Suge, where it's not like Suge can just bark on him and talk that street stuff to him and he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, understand it. So I got B Dot winning pretty clearly. 3-1 gentleman's edge, maybe 2-1 if Suge really goes crazy or gets back into his old form. But I got B Dot winning 2-1 pretty clearly, 3-0 possibly. DNA versus F. For me, I actually got this as the battle of the night, period. Um, Av is just Av. He is going. You know he's going to come with. He's like Nitty. He's going to say some wild punchlines that you haven't heard before. Av's writing is really clean as far as how he transitions from one punch to the next one. There's not a lot of wasted words and words that don't really make sense in the punch. So I got him, and he's very consistent as well. So I don't see him choking or anything like that. I actually got him being at a very high level, and him against Fonz was really dope. And that was, you know what I'm saying, his coming back, you know what I'm saying, party. So I got him after getting his legs up under him, kind of getting back into the feel of the culture again. I think Av is going to be top level Av, like we used to seeing, like chess Av, like Rum Nitty Av. And DNA is probably the most consistent battle rapper we have in the game. And his new no gun bars DNA, the Gary, the Gary DNA, where he's just embracing being who he is and he's not out here trying to front. I personally find that refreshing in 2021, where you got everybody trying to be what they think is cool or what they think is popular, as opposed to just embracing whatever it is that they are. So I'm all about just being yourself. So DNA's new style is definitely um, very refreshing for me. Also, DNA has been stepping up his bars lately. I think now that he's not trying to make up anything about guns or trying to be tough, I think it opens his brain up to just be um, more lyrical. He's coming up with more complex metaphors, more complex bars in general. He's punching more, so he's almost punching to get to the next scheme or punching to get to the next bar, which just puts a lot of pressure on the other battle. When you constantly getting jabbed and catching haymakers in between, that can wear on a battle over 3 rounds, excuse me. So I feel like this is going to be a battle of just, what do you like more? Do you like more of the new DNA style? Do you like more of the Av punch heavy style? And really just what you like more. I feel like both of them are going to bring 3 solid rounds. I feel like both of them are going to elevate and really put on. And I feel like volume is definitely a good showcase for both of their styles. I feel like these are two rappers that are kind of made for this new COVID quarantine type setup. So I got it being 2-1, you take your pick, but we all win. Av versus DNA being the battle of the night. Next up, we got Arsenal versus Danny Myers. This is the hardest one for me to predict because we haven't seen Arsenal but so many times, maybe 3 times over the past year. But every time we've seen him, he's been at a high level, and Arsenal is rapping, which fits very well in this current climate and these current settings where it's a very small room. It's not a lot of crowd hype, and you can hear every bar. He's wigging right now, and he's dominated the past 3 performances I've seen him in. Danny Myers, he's been kind of all over the place this year. He's been really good, mediocre, completely choking, and just garbage. And then next level Super Saiyan type Danny Myers with the Who Am I versus Drug. So I really don't know what to expect from Danny Myers. I know what to expect from Arsenal, so I'm going to bet or I'm going to predict Arsenal is going to win 2-1. But this is one I honestly just don't know because I don't know what we're going to get from either one. But I do expect them both to at least get through all 3 rounds. So I expect it to be a good battle. But your guess is mine, but I'm going to go with Arsenal 2-1 just because he's been the most consistent between the two over this past year. K-Shine versus Chilla. This, I feel, is going to be, as crazy as it may sound, I feel like this is going to be body of the night. Chilla is if not one of the best pen we have right now that's active. I'm a Loaded Lux fan, great hoodie tears. So, Lux is my guy. But as far as right now, consistently battling, still putting in pain on a week to week, month to month basis, Chilla is probably top pen right now. But K Shine is different, man. No matter what style K Shine has faced in the past maybe 2 years, he is smoking people and 3-0 in great names. It's not like he's taking, Lester the Garbage Man or Randy or Rowdy Randy from Illinois somewhere. He's taking big name battlers and making them look regular. Um, I think his style is just perfect for any setting. He's heavy with the punches. He got the aggression, the believability. He got the ability to kind of go in and out of like jokes. He also, his performance and the way he acts out his bars just adds a little bit more oomph to the actual punches that he's throwing. And he knows how to capitalize and really make you feel like you are getting your ass kicked. So I got K Shine winning 3-0 against Chilla. I don't think it's going to be a bad Chilla, but I just think K Shine is until somebody stops his streak of just smoking people in 3-0s. I got K Shine 3-0. I've learned my lesson to go against it. The one time I did go against him this year, he 3-0'd his opponent. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say K Shine 3-0 in the body of the night. And then last but not least, we got Tay Rock versus Averb. This is one battle, I'll be honest, I don't care about. I don't really think that they have a lot to say to each other. Verb is a great rapper, but I do feel like a lot of his vegan verb stage has been very overrated to me. I liked him against Moot. Against Lux, I had Lux beating his ass. And against who else he's battled? Geechee or somebody? Like I don't even know who Verb been battling, man. That's how much to me he's fallen off. I love what he does in the media, and his show is funny as hell. But on the battle rap tip, I don't think he belongs in this era anymore. I'll be honest. And Tay Rock ain't been the same since Moot Punch since the fight. Like that really has resonated, and it makes a lot of his believability just go down. Like, and when you're a person that's heavy on guns and heavy on the street image, when you get chinks in your armor on that front and that image starts to become in question, it takes away from the bars. Like, to be honest, Tay Rock has always been an average to above average guy with the bars. He's never said nothing that really be like, oh my God, I couldn't have believed someone thought of that. Like, he's not one of those to me. A lot of what he's gotten by on to me is just his believability and the gun bars and his, ability to like bark on people. But it's hard for me to take your barking seriously now when you've gotten your chain stolen and all of these things. And that doesn't mean that he's not a street guy. It just means that when we're talking about battle rap, where it's just like wrestling, image is everything, it's hard for me to believe you, which takes away from everything you're saying in a battle. So it's harder for me to get behind it. So I just got Tay Rock and A-Word as being the dud of the night. I don't really care, and I don't feel like it's going to be one of those battles that is like classic or anything. I feel like it's going to be one of those battles where it's decent on both sides, and we forget about it by next card. That's just my opinion. So that's how I got the volume 7 predictions working out. I got Jada Nightwing 2-1 over Twerk, or them both just going crazy. I got B Dot over Suge pretty easily. I got DNA versus F being battle of the night preference. Arsenal versus Danny Myers, I got Arsenal winning 2-1. K Shine versus Chilla, I got K Shine 3-0. And Tay Rock versus Averb, I don't care. So that's my takes on volume 7 prediction. And now my second topic of my little blog here is battle rap music. The truth. This is just Tia's takes on battle rap music and what issues battle rappers have when it comes to making music, and why I see that they are not necessarily, for the most part, where they probably should be. Many battle rappers have weird cadences and voices that do not sound good on music. You take somebody like Tay Rock, who actually sounds decent in a battle, that same voice on a beat just doesn't. He don't have that vocal presence on a beat. It doesn't sound good with the sonically with the music and the instrumentation. And this is a lot of battle rappers' problem. You can have any voice in battle rap, and as long as your words are put together in a certain way, it's gonna go. But for music, music is more of a sonic experience. If something sounds off, it literally can throw off the rest of the song, no matter what you're saying. So in a place where lyrics are important, but it's more about the sound of your voice and how you're flowing on the beat, many battle rappers just don't have it. It's just is what it is. And right hand in hand with that, many battle rappers, they often on their music have shitty production quality. If your beats don't sound mixed correctly, or you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of distortion, or you sound like us when we starting off on our podcast on your beats, it's hard for me to take that music seriously when it's like a oversaturation of good music out here now. In the digital age where people can upload and drop music at the drop of a hat without any weight or anything, it's a lot of music out here. So to stand out, you gotta really be doing something musically that sonically cuts through. And a lot of them, the production is horrible. It sounds like I made the beat on my iPhone and gave it to them, and they recorded it, you know what I mean, in the bathroom somewhere or something. It just doesn't sound good. And when you're comparing that music, you gotta understand in battle rap, it's just y'all. It's battle against battle. You're not competing with anybody in the industry and what they're saying. But when you put out music, now people are going to compare you to other music artists that are just doing music. And if your music quality doesn't sound up to par with theirs, you're going to fall short. If I got a choice between this battle rapper who has shitty production quality and this rapper that's okay, but the music sounds good, you could tell that the production and the engineering was quality on there, I'm going to go for the thing that sounds better in my ears and ain't going to blow my speakers. That's just me. Um, Also, many battle rappers are not good rappers. And there is a difference. Punchlines, wordplay, similes, idioms, schemes, these are all things that are great for poetry. And battle rap is mainly spoken word poetry that's directed at an opponent. So this is poetry. Poetry doesn't have to have a necessarily a rhythm to it as long as the feeling and the words are there and you're rhyming. Rap music, you have to understand how the lyrics actually tie into the beat. So if your theme of your lyrics don't match the feel of the beat, it's going to create like a sonic dissonance where the listener is just like, I can't figure out where he's going here. Also, it's learning how to make the lyrics, make your cadence match the beat. So you actually have to keep a rhythm and a flow. And if you listen to a lot of battle rappers, they're so worried about the wordplay itself, they stuff a bunch of syllables into a sentence where it's not going to flow when you have a beat and you have to stick to this certain rhythm that's already set up, or this beat per minute format that's already set up. So I think that's a big thing. And I think it comes from battle rappers. They often don't make music before they begin battling. A lot of the new battle rappers, you can tell they're not really rappers, which is why a lot of them are not necessarily doing as well as some of the guys that are coming in now who actually have music catalogs before you heard about them on URL. I think rapping on beat actually is a plus. I think that's why B Magic was so good for so many years, because he raps to a beat. So no matter what type of person you are, his style is going to appeal to you because he has a natural flow to his music. A lot of battle rappers never develop that because they come straight in trying to flip a word 30 ways as opposed to actually make it flow, you know what I'm saying, for the listener. Um, and then lastly, battle rappers are so sensitive, they don't take the criticism needed to help them improve their music. They'd rather tweet or blog and say somebody's a hater or say, you know, you don't know good music instead of just manning up and figuring out why the criticism is being given in the first place. I put out a tweet today that said, you know, battle rappers, it's so quick to call you a hater just because you don't like their music. Maybe your music doesn't appeal to me. Maybe your music is actually trash. Maybe the people around you are telling you it's good because they're your friends. They like you. But an objective person who doesn't know you and who's not necessarily a fan or enemy or any of that, they just hearing your music and critiquing, maybe your shit is trash, man. And maybe instead of being so quick to call someone a hater and dismiss their critique, maybe it's smarter to actually figure out, well, why are you saying that you don't like this? What is it specifically? And it may give you an idea as to how you can reach more people or appeal to more of an audience. Um, Now that I've said all that about bad battle rap music, there is a lot of good battle rap music out here. And I do want to take the time to highlight it because I feel like that's one area of battle rap that's not often highlighted. The people who are making good music that you should be listening to and copying. So for me, T-Top, Briz, Loaded Lux, D out of Henny Man, K Shine, Ryder, Twerk, and Saga. These are people who all make objectively good music to me. Um, I've heard some of their songs and didn't even know it was them, and then I found out it's one of them, and I'm like, oh man, that tone is hard before I even know it's them. So that's when you know music is good. When I'm not hype off it because I'm a fan of the person, I just hear the track and then like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? And then I found out it's somebody that I actually know from battle rap. Um, and although I'm not a fan of his content or his style, I will honestly say objectively, Cortez makes good music. It's not my style, so it's not my preference. But as a music lover, I can hear sonically and understand he's making quality music. He's putting stuff together that I can understand why his fan base and people who are into that style, why they like his music. Like these are people who are putting together good stuff. So if you get a chance, go listen to their music, go cop their music, support them because they're making good content and they're literally proving that stigma wrong that says battle rappers can't make good music. Again, T-Top, Briz Rawstein, Loaded Lux, D.I. the Henny Man, K-Shine, Ryder, New Jersey Twerk, and Sensei Saga, and Cortez. These are people who are making quality music that you should go check out and buy and support. If I'm missing somebody, or if you know somebody who's making real good music that I'm not hip to, hey, put it in the comments, drop it in the chat, let me know. I'm a person that's completely objective enough to admit when something's good, even if I don't like it. Like I'm not a hater. I'm one of them people who is very good at seeing things from both sides and making a logical um, decision. So if I'm missing somebody, put me on game. But these are the people that I've heard make good music, and I've heard a lot of battle rappers' music. But yeah, that's what I like. So let me know what your take is. This has been Tiz Takes. I'm one third of the partners Tiz. Gray hoodie Tiz when I'm on my battle rap shit. Stay tuned in with us. Follow the movement on thepartners.com for all of our podcasts, all of our content, our merch, everything. If you want to support, go to buy us a coffee and look up the partners, or Cash App is always in our description if you want to support us anyway, or go cop some merch, man. We got some fire new designs that just dropped on both of our stores. So please continue to support. Until the next time, this has been Tiz with Tiz Takes. I'll let y'all.